Yogi, and welcome to your yoga practice. Today we are going to be playing around with Bird of Paradise, working up to the pose as kind of a peak pose class. Now if you have trouble anytime in binds, then go ahead and grab a strap, a yoga strap, or a belt if you don't have a yoga strap, and that's going to help you get into the pose without needing that full bind around your leg. And don't worry too much about the peak pose. As always, our practice is about being present and focusing more on really enjoying our asana in the moment rather than worrying or thinking too much about what's coming ahead. But to prepare for peak pose for our Bird of Paradise, we are going to be needing more emphasis on hip opening, on hamstring flexibility, and on shoulder mobility. So that's what our practice revolves around. Let's get started in a seat. Grab a hold of your knees, shift side to side, and let's circle these shoulders as always, up, back, and down our spines a couple times. Breathing in through nostrils. See if you can already notice points of tension, of openness or imbalance in your body. Reverse your circle. And we're really paying attention to our shoulders today because I want you to access your binds healthily and to do the most you can do to heat up these shoulders and all the muscles around the core as well as we move into all our poses today, all our movements. Let's reach our arms up to the sky. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, begin to pulse these arms behind you, really reaching these fingers up and these arms long. You could do this with Kapalabhati breath if you know how to do that already. An active exhalation through the nostrils. Completely your choice. Continuing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, expand. And exhale, trickle these fingers, these hands down your sides to the mat on either side. Drop your right ear to right shoulder. Then roll it down through center. Left ear to left shoulder. Like a pendulum, we go side to side. Sitting tall, chest is lifted. Stay with right ear to right shoulder, lifting your head up through center. Let's change the crossing of your legs. Then rest your hands on your knees. Gently push your knees away to lift your spine taller. And then go ahead and close your eyes. Let's deepen our breath now, tapping into our internal prana, our energy. A way to do that today could be to visualize that you are sipping your breath in through a straw, even though you're breathing through your nose and not through your mouth. Visualize that air coming in through a small width of that straw, like a stream or a ribbon, sipped all the way through the back of your throat and down in through your lungs, and then flooding your whole body. As you exhale, that air gets pushed up and out through the straw again, taking time. Breathing for 3 more rounds. Can you expand the body from inside out? From here, slowly lean back, uncross your legs, hug your knees into your chest. Let's round through the spine as you squeeze your knees in. Lift your feet off the ground. Can you hover? And then if you feel okay with this, go ahead and roll your spine back on the mat a couple times like you're an egg. And when you're ready, we're gonna roll up, cross our ankles, come over our knees, and you may have to kind of shuffle back to come all the way into that tabletop on hands and knees. Let's turn these fingers back for a moment, just stretching out the forearms, arch through the spine, send heart front, breathe in. Exhale, press down, round through spine, tuck your chin. Once more. Exhale, release. Flip your palms to forwards. Inhale, arch through spine. Look over left shoulder to left hip. And then start to round through spine as you bring your chin towards center. And you bring your whole body towards center. And then turn your chin towards the right as you start to arch and lift your sits bones to the sky as well. Looking up and through center as you come into full arch. And then you can reverse. Circling head with hips. Beautiful. Through center, push the ground away, rounding. As you come into neutral position, send your right arm forwards, reach far away in front of you, and then reach up to the sky. Hold and pause for a moment. Inhale. Breathe out and thread this right arm underneath your left armpit all the way through. You may want to send your knees slightly back for a bit more space. Rest your right shoulder down. Option to lift your left arm up. Breathe into any tightness. Left hand comes down. Unwrap and reach your right arm to the sky again. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Let's switch. Left fingertips go up. Pause. Expand. Exhale, thread it through. Go far, 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 and then lower down. Stay here for 2 breaths. Long breaths. Right hand goes down to the floor. Inhale as we expand and open up. Left hand plants on the ground. Let's tuck our toes under. Hover your knees off the ground a couple inches. See if you can reach your right arm overhead. Lower it down. Left arm overhead. Lowering it down. Send your hips to the sky. Your first downward facing dog. Feel into it any way that feels natural for you, that calls you. Then sweep your right toes to the sky. Bend through that right knee and open up through the hips. Circle this right knee a couple times in one direction. Then reverse. Inhale with the right knee up, up, up. Exhale, bring the right knee to your chest. Step it forwards. Stay in a low lunge. Rise to your fingertips and send your heart front. Send these legs apart from one another. Left heel pushing back. Deep, deep breath. As you exhale, send the hips back. Straight stretch through this front hamstring, lifting up the front toes. Inhale, bending front knee, heart reaches front. Now lower the back knee down. As you exhale, walk your hands back, start to straighten this right leg. Flexing really strong through this right foot. As you exhale, a little bowing towards yourself. And let this beginning part of today's practice be humbling for you in all the parts where you are tight. And let's stay breathing into that, any stiffness, any rigidity. Rebend this right knee, plant your palms, step it back to downward facing dog.
Sweep your left toes to the sky now. Bend through that left knee. Open up through the hips. Circle in one direction a couple times. Let this really be about opening up through that hip. So draw big circles. And then reverse. You've got this. Pushing the earth away. Inhale with that left knee to the sky. Exhale, bring the left knee to the chest. Step the foot front. Take a moment, rising to fingertips as your legs reach apart. Exhale, send the hips back, straightening that left leg towards straight. Inhale, rebend, heart reaches front. Lower the back knee. Exhale, hips go back. You're half Hanuman. We hang out here for a moment. Beautiful. Rebending front knee, plant palms. Find yourself in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees as you look front. Take 2 steps to the top of the mat. Feet are about hips distance apart. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold over yourself. And really, really hang heavy. Use the leverage, the weight of your upper body to open up the bottom body. Hang your head so heavy, you release any grip that your neck has got on your skull. See if you can pedal out through the legs, alternating, bending and straightening. With a little micro bend through both knees. Inhale once again, hands to shins, lift halfway up. And exhale with that micro bend. Let's take a more intentional fold in towards yourself. Bend deeper through the knees. Let's roll up, pressing down through feet. Shoulders go back. Arms reach to the side and up. Look up and overhead. Interlace fingers and press your palms to the sky. Reach up, and then as you exhale, tip over to one side, lengthening out that side body. Whichever side you're leaning towards, the opposite foot, you want to stamp it down, really push that foot into the ground to get more length here. Inhale up through center. Exhale over to the other side. Engage through the core to support yourself as you throw your body off balance here. Inhale up through center. Exhale, open arms. Send these arms behind you as you reach forwards with your heart and slow dive. Inhale, lift halfway up. Every fold you do in towards your legs today, let them be super intentional because each one is going to do a job of preparing these hamstrings for length in our bird of paradise. So this time as you exhale, grab a hold of your calves. A little micro bend in the knees is still perfect here. Let's hug yourself in. Inhale for length. Plant your palms. Step your left foot far back. Take your time, growing a bit warm through the legs with a bit of challenge. Then right foot steps back. Through plank, take a moment to breathe. Then exhale, lowering slowly to your belly. Take it slow. Inhale to a low cobra. As you exhale, lift your palms off the ground. Inhale, reach your fingers back to your feet. Exhale, reach your arms overhead. Breathe in. Hands beneath your shoulders. Inhale, push the ground away. Lift your chest higher for a higher cobra. And exhale, dip back down. Let's find oscillating cobra now, a bit of love for the shoulders. So reach your fingertips on either side of you. Elbows are up. Your fingers are kind of clawing like you're protecting a cupcake beneath these palms. As you inhale, you're going to gently push down through your fingertips and lift your head, your chest off the ground like it's a heavy bowling ball.
And as you exhale, bend through the elbows and slowly dip back down.
Twice more, with intention. Let there be space
For your shoulders, openness here.
Final time. Let your core, your back body help you out when your shoulders feel they need the support. Hands underneath your shoulders, elbows hug in. Tuck your toes under, and as you breathe in, engage to the core. Exhale, push the ground away. Find yourself in plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. Lift your heels high and gravitate or magnetize these heels towards the earth. Stretch out the calves. Lift these heels high again. Bend through the knees. Deeply look forwards. Step one foot, then the other to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hold on to your calves. Maybe your legs are a bit straighter now as you pull yourself in for fold. This time as we inhale, we're going to let our hearts guide us all the way front and up. Send your arms wide up to the sky. Squeeze through seat. Exhale, hands down through your chest in prayer. Hook your thumbs like butterfly and reach your butterfly straight up. Reach your shoulders behind you. Squeeze through seats and hips front. Arch and lift through your heart. Exhale through vertical, hands to prayer at heart center. Sweep your arms round and up to the sky. Exhale, diving all the way down. Let's undulate through the spine a bit. So bring fingertips to your shins or just to the ground on fingertips. We inhale, lengthen through spine. Exhale, dip in, really squeezing, especially up here where your hip flexor is. You want to squeeze the belly towards the upper thigh and then let this kind of ripple like a domino effect to the bottom of your body. Inhale for length. Pulling heart front. Exhale, we fold. Keep going. Inhale for length here. Slowly step right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Left foot as well. Inhale through plank. Exhale, let's see if we can come lower, just halfway low into chaturanga. Inhale, your heart reaches front and up to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, we meet downward facing dog. Take a breath. Breathe into all the spaces there. Sweep your right toes to the sky. Open through the hips. Bend through that knee. Breathe in. Exhale, right knee towards your chest. Step the right foot towards the right thumb. And we're going to rise through warrior two. So stamp the back foot down. Let's open up through arms. Really drive this right knee forwards now. Maybe slight little mini pulses. See if you can come a bit deeper. Lifting up that back arm, reaching these arms far apart from one another. Now let's lean forwards, coming to side angle. I challenge you to bring fingertips to the floor now and see if you can lower to hand. Now this contact of your right shoulder against the inner right knee or right inner thigh, high towards the knee, that's what we're trying to get. And then from there, really opening up through the chest. Turn your Left palm back behind you and see if you can find a half bind here. Now this might be enough, or you could go for full bind. Remember, you've got your belt or your strap to help you out if you feel like this is nowhere close for you or you're not getting into this safely. We stay here for a moment. Then release your strap, open up these arms again, rise all the way up and stretch your front leg. Turn the right toes to the left, interlace your fingers, or once again, you could hold on to the strap at whatever length you need behind you as we lift through chest and breathe in. Lift through your knees, exhale, hinge at the hips. We fold all the way front and down, and these arms, whether they're interlaced or holding on to that strap, are going to reach up and overhead. Get a nice opening for yourself here. Slowly release hands to your lower back, down to the earth. Inhale, lift halfway up. Squeeze your feet towards one another. Hold your hips. Exhale, hips go front. Heart lifts. Turn your right toes back to the front of the mat. Bend through that right knee. And then reach your right fingertips forwards and then to the top right corner of the mat. So slightly front and then to the right of your foot. Lifting that left leg up, coming into half moon. Let's find this open body, and these hips are opening up as well, getting a nice stretch. I challenge you here as well to find this full half moon, so this Chapasana, bending this left knee, catching a hold of the foot or even the ankle, and see if you can push the foot into the hand to open up through the left shoulder a little bit. Also balancing a little bit here. When you're ready, bend both your knees. Slowly turn to face the top corner of the mat. Step your left foot right next to your right. Fold over both legs and pedal out through them. Bend through your knees and sweep your arms front and up. As you exhale, give yourself a hug. Right arm over left. Round through spine. Inhale, open arms, lift up. Exhale, hug yourself the other way. Really crawl these fingers far in your back. Inhale, lifting through chest. Stand tall and exhale, dive front and down. Give yourself a hug. Maybe a deeper fold now. Lift halfway up, hands go down. Let's get into it now. Finding yourself in plank, flowing through your vinyasa. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Open up through hips, bend through knee. Exhale, left foot to left thumb. Inhale, warrior two on this side. Little pulses through this left knee now. When you're ready, you're going to reach forwards, down towards the earth. See if your hand can plant firmly down, finding this deep connection. Turn your right palm back, find a half bind, keep the chest open, and then see if you can find full bind, catching fingers together, or if you need, go for that strap. Releasing strap, let's rise all the way up. Turn left toes in, interlace fingers behind you, or once again, find your strap. Reaching chest up, breathe in. Exhale, we fold front and down. Hands to your lower back, then to the earth beneath you. Inhale, lengthen through spine, hold your hips. Exhale, squeeze through seat to rise. Turn your left toes to the top of the mat, bend through that knee. And then if you want to go smoothly into your half moon on this side, go for it. You're going to lift that back knee up, back leg up, expand in all directions, and challenge yourself to bend this top knee. Find or catch the ankle. And once you got a grip of your foot, gently push the foot into the hand. See if you can open up through this right shoulder a little bit. Slowly bend your left knee, release your top leg. Step your right foot to your left, fold through center. Alternating, bending, and straightening through the knees. Inhale, lift halfway up. And if you'd like, this time you could grab a hold of your big toes with your peace fingers, so your second and third finger, and then use that grip to help yourself deeper into your fold, your Uttanasana. Exhale. Forehead comes towards shins. No need to overextend yourself here. When you're ready, slowly release. Lengthen as you breathe. Bend through your knees and sweep your arms front and up. Staying in this chair pose, take a moment to rest. Rest in strength. Bring your hands in towards your heart in prayer. And then twist towards your left. So you can hook right elbow to the outside of left knee. Find yourself in this twisted revolved chair for a moment. When you're ready, lift up the right foot. Can you slowly step right foot all the way back? Staying in this twist, we're going to completely revolve this. So rising up, stamp the back foot down, take a reverse warrior. Stretch out this left side of your body. And when you're ready, let's take it all the way front and down, placing left hand to the inside of your left foot. Making sure that strap is handy if you've got it. Find yourself in that bind once again. Make it a really good bind, a strong one. Open through chest. Now when you're ready, look at that left foot and wiggle this right foot to meet your left. Now you're in a bound forward fold. Now press down, so transfer the weight into your right foot. And let's start to stand tall, keeping yourself in this bind with the arms, lengthening through your right leg. Breathe in here. As you exhale, lifting through chest, we extend our left leg towards our straight, towards our bird of paradise. Now once again, this is playtime. So please do not feel any particular way if your left leg doesn't go towards straight. It's super hard. Once again, you could come slowly out of it. Practice with strap. See if that helps you out maybe. And to come out slowly, stepping down, unwinding, reaching arms front, shimmy hips side to side a bit in that fold. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. Lift with chest and step your feet front. Stepping your feet towards one another. Hands through heart. Sit your bum back in Utkatasana. We twist to the other side. So towards the right now. Hooking left elbow to the outside of right knee. Look at the floor, press into your right foot, slowly step back with left foot. And when we're ready, we're going to open this up, stamp the back foot down, transition into your reverse warrior. Open up this right side of the body. Then windmill arms forwards to find side angle here. And to find your bind on this other side now. As with the other side, look at your right foot. Wiggle your left foot to meet it at the top of the mat or the back of the mat, wherever you are. Then transition the weight in towards your left foot now. Press down through left foot and slowly peel yourself off the ground in this balance. This bound balance. Once you reach your straight, play around with extending this right leg. And remember, that strap is to help you. So try it out. You'll probably find that you could maybe open up your chest a bit more. And we sweat and we quiver and we have fun. Slowly stepping the right foot down, arms out in front of you. Step your feet back on the mat, lower through your knees. Lower your elbows down as well. And slither your heart in between these arms to find yourself in a little cobra for a moment. Shifting side to side. And for love, for these shoulders, let's lower down to our belly. Open out your arms into cactus. Left elbow in cactus. Turn to face the right. Lift your right foot off the ground. Press off your right hand and start to send your right foot behind you to the earth, behind your left leg. So we find an opening on the inside of this left shoulder. Deep breaths here. Exhale to your belly. Just switch to the other side. Make sure you've got space. Left knee bends. Left foot finds the earth behind you. The more you roll back, the more there is this opening. Rolling onto belly, but just so that we can reach our right arm overhead, then roll all the way onto your backs. Go ahead and cross left leg over right. Open your arms once again wide or to cactus and send these legs towards the right. Breathing into this reclined twist. And when ready, coming through center, uncrossing and just switching to the other side. And once again, when ready, coming through center. If you need to do anything else, if you wish to continue your practice or continue playing with Bird of Paradise, go for it. Otherwise, setting up for your Shavasana. Legs long, arms by your sides.
Work to bring shoulder blades underneath you and find soft gaze. Let this be your time for relaxation, reset, so that you can be sure to leave your mat feeling better than when you came to it. I shall leave you here. Please stay for as long as you have. Take care, and I'll see you in our next class.